The Lions play it safe and don't overpay in free agency. Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome back to Detroit Lions Syndicate. We talk all things Detroit Lions on this channel. You already know, so subscribe and ring that notification bell. The Detroit Lions, after a day of will they or won't they with wide receiver Allen Robinson, decide to go with DJ Chark from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Funny that the Jacksonville Jaguars signed a plethora of wide receivers yesterday, and Chark was not one of them. Now, Chark is coming off of an injury from the 2021 season where he suffered a broken ankle and had to miss the remainder of the season. But the year before that, he is coming off his best season in the NFL, having over 1,000 yards. What I see here is potential. They did not overpay. I think Christian Kirk really kind of broke the internet yesterday, which probably, honestly, made Allen Robinson a little more hard to get. Allen Robinson is 29 years old, and he was probably looking to break the bank as well. What I see here when I see this signing is a couple of things. One is thrifty, and two is potential. The Lions signed a bunch of one-year deals last year, with the only multi-year signing coming with running back Jamal Williams. As you can see, this year, they're getting a little more free. They signed Josh Reynolds to a 2-year deal, and now they signed DJ Chark to a 1-year, pretty much prove-it type of deal. In his career, Chark has 147 games with a total of 2,042 yards. He averages 13.9 yards a catch, his long being 73, which came in 2020. Chark comes in at 6'4", 198 pounds, and ran a 4.3 and some change at the 2018 NFL Combine. He'll be going into his 5th year in the league. For this signing, the only word I can use is safe. He has a lot of upside if he does well. Maybe he sticks around and he signs a multi-year deal with our team. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm satisfied overall. His name did come up a couple of times when you talked about free agent wide receivers. And after the insanity that was yesterday, all these wide receivers getting all this money, I think that it was a safe deal. And I think the potential is the biggest reason we signed him, as well as the affordable payday. $10 million with the potential to be the number 1 receiver. If he does well, similar to Josh Reynolds, see how he fits with the team. Maybe the Detroit Lions can decide to do something similar and really, pay him this money next year, depending on how he does. So Reynolds came in and performed on kind of a half-year prove-it. This guy, Chark, will have the entire season. Overall, I'm happy with the signing. I'm just hoping that he can really get over that injury and come out and perform for us. Now, keeping it in-house, the Detroit Lions decided to retain the services of defensive end Charles Harris. It's funny because Charles Harris had Trey Flowers type numbers last year and not making nearly that much money. 2 years, $14 million coming up to be with the Detroit Lions. As you can see from the Josh Reynolds deal, the DJ Chark deal, and now the Charles Harris deal, a lot of prove it. We had a bunch of prove it players, and that's exactly what Charles Harris did. He was able to prove it coming off of 3 years in Miami, a year in Atlanta, and spending his 5th year as a Detroit Lion. He had his best year. Charles Harris is another player with mad potential, coming off a 7.5 sack season. That was the most he's had in his career. Had never had more than 3 sacks in a season, and he really came alive toward the end of the season. So overall, when it comes to Charles Harris, I think he earned his spot on this team, and I'm not mad at that signing. The Detroit Lions also decide to keep another person in-house, wide receiver Khalif Raymond. Reports are coming out that he's on a 2-year, $9.5 million deal. Not sure what's incentives, not sure what's salary and things like that. We will find that out later. But as of right now, the Detroit Lions have made one signing out of the team, away from the team, and that was DJ Chark. The Detroit Lions look like, I know Dan Campbell said they wanted guys that wanted to be here, and these guys stepped up. I mean, Khalif had over 500 yards. I think he had 48 receptions and 4 touchdowns. He really was he was the staple of this offense the beginning of the season. My thing is now safety. The safety position must be addressed because after Tracy Walker, who do we have at safety? We have 10 picks, and we need multiple holes filled with those 10 picks. We still should probably get 2 receivers because Khalif will be probably punt return slot guy at best. I don't even think he gets as much work as last year, but he could with a $9 million 2-year deal. So we kept Charles Harris in-house, and we went out and got a wide receiver with a lot of potential. But we missed out on the coveted free agent, Marcus Williams. He decided to sign a $70 million deal with the Baltimore Ravens, and he was probably one of the top, if not the top safety on the free agent market, which basically leaves Tracy Walker as our safety. Will Harris is buns. He is not it. I'm glad we were able to keep Tracy Walker, but now we've got to do something about the other side of the field and depth as well. The Detroit Lions are in a sticky situation at safety, and we have 10 picks, I believe, as it stands right now. We need a lot of help on the defense. We need some help at each level of the defense. So if I'm the Detroit Lions, I know you guys are not going to like this. You've expressed your opinion in my last video about this, but I have to take a look at Tyrann Mathieu, 29 years old. If you go with Marcus May, he's 28, so not much of an age difference there. The difference would be asking price. You can look at Marcus May for about $7 million a year. Mathieu is probably going to want double that. After yesterday's free agency moves, but before the addition of DJ Chark and Charles Harris, if you allocate for the rookie class as well, according to Eric Schlitt, the Lions would have had about $19.2 million still to work with the salary cap. The issue now is if we got a Tyrann Mathieu, you're talking about $14 million. I don't know, depending on how these contracts of today were structured, I don't know how much we would have left. So that would means that we would have to settle for a guy like Marcus May. In my opinion, I'm taking the Honey Badger, but you guys, like I said, you've already told me how you felt about that because it's not just about drafting. We have to draft some as well, but we need some depth also. So I know you guys are going to say build through the draft, and that's fine. That's how you build the longevity, but we still need that veteran leadership. Tracy Walker needs a partner, and right now we don't have one. And even if we do draft a guy, we still need some guys. We saw what happened last year. Guys were dropping like flies, and we had no one back there. We had Will Harris playing cornerback because that's how thin we were in the secondary. So for me, I would at least call Mathieu and see if I could try to work out something with him if the asking price was right. But he's probably looking for mid to upper teens as well. He's still got a lot left in the tank, and if I'm the Detroit Lions, I would have to look at him with Marcus Williams being off the market. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate, on our way to 1,300 subscribers. If you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, I would appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself, and as always, go Lions.